2010 Supreme Court, kindly see page 483 in the review jurisdiction. Two primary grounds were urged. The first was this, that we were not given notice, we were never heard. I was a judge exercising functions as a judge, and I was removed without notice, number one. No proceedings in the nature of quo warranto were initiated. No proceedings under Article 209 of the Constitution were initiated against me or any of the other judges who had been removed, and therefore this order could not have deprived me of my position as a judge. And at the same time, the court considered that so many other people had been granted relief, quote unquote, who were not before the court, but who had been removed as judges after the...
You can say to some extent injustice was caused without hearing them.
So this was the argument made.
But in present impugned judgment, what injustice was caused with the Noon League and people...
No injustice, sir. बल्कि ये तो मौजूद हैं. In fact, यहाँ तो ये कहा जा रहा है कि PTI के लोग मौजूद नहीं थे. So हम तो नहीं कह रहे कि हमें सुना क्यों नहीं गया और हमें क्यों सीटें दे दी गई हैं हमें सुने बगैर. यहाँ पे
इससे भी सब मौजूद नहीं है.
ठीक हो गया. उन्होंने कहा कोई जरूरत नहीं थी मौजूद होने की. इन सारे जजेस के मौजूद होने की जरूरत नहीं थी जिनको हम हटा रहे हैं और जिनको हम बहाल कर रहे हैं. हम कह रहे हैं कि they will be deemed never to have been removed. उनके भी मौजूद होने की कोई जरूरत नहीं थी. और क्यों? That reasoning, I submit, applies on all fours to the present situation. Kindly see. I go to page 538 of the report. I read para 40 at page 538, kindly see. It is also an admitted legal position that reversing an action taken initially without issuing a show cause notice was not a principle of universal application. Undoing of such an act was also refused where the facts leading to the impugned action were uncontrovertible and admitted, and where despite a prior hearing the results could and would not have been any different. Reliances placed on so and so. Then I go to para 41. This is important. No stricture was passed qua their eligibility, integrity, entitlement, qualifications, and besides that, the removal from the office of judges does not amount to be a stigma, and therefore the doctrine of audi alterum partem argued with vehemence cannot be pressed into service, which otherwise is not universally recognized due to certain limitations. So they're saying, look, we are not saying that these people were not eligible to be judges. We are simply saying the 3rd of November event was non-eth, was unconstitutional, could not have created any legal consequences. Aapki zaat se to koi hame issue nahi hai. You have assumed office because of this illegality. So once we remove this illegality, we are not causing any stigma against your individual names. We are not saying you were not entitled to be judges or you were not qualified. So this is the key finding in this case. I move on to paragraph 43 very quickly. I won't spend much time there. At page 541. Now let us discuss the concept of natural justice, which has been addressed repeatedly by almost all the learned counsel on behalf of the applicants. In India, the concept of natural justice was discussed in the case of Swadeshi Cotton Mills versus Union, AR 81, Supreme Court 818. I leave that. Then I go on. The next few paragraphs continue with this concept and why it does not apply where there is no stricture passed against a person. But I come to 46 at page 544, para 46. As mentioned above, all appointments made in the superior judiciary have been declared to be unconstitutional, void ab initio, and of no legal effect, and such appointees shall cease to hold office forthwith. In such view of the matter, as rightly pointed out by Mr. Rashid Rizvi, learned senior advocate Supreme Court, that any superstructure subsequently built on the basis of such void orders passed under the garb of PCO did not possess any legal sanctity, and besides that, it is well settled by now that constitutional jurisdiction cannot be invoked in aid of injustice. It is noteworthy that the courts have refused to intervene, and the judicial consensus is that where the grant of relief would amount to retention of ill-gotten gains or would lead to injustice or aiding the injustice as such, the question of the applicability of natural justice does not arise, and in support thereof, various cases can be cited, which are as under. I leave that then. Para 47, I'll briefly pause over. It is well settled by now that the object of the establishment and the continued existence of the courts of law is to dispense and foster justice and to right the wrongs. This purpose can never be completely achieved unless the injustice done was undone and unless the courts stepped in and refused to perpetuate what was patently unjust, unfair, and unlawful. Then I go to para 50.
It was the concept illegality multiplied by legality is equal to illegality.
Quite so, so right. And that is the situation here. We are submitting that what the 8-member judgment and the 2-member judgment has done is it has tried to promote justice. What the review petitioners are seeking is not promoting justice, not promoting democratic justice, which is the foundation on which our Constitution is built. We read the objectives resolution. It is representativeness, it is political justice. The concept of political justice features in the objectives resolution. So is this going to be political justice, where we have won in KP 83% of the general seats to be given 0 seats, reserved seats? So what your lordships have done, both the 8-member judgment and the 2-member judgment, is to promote justice. And it is unexceptionable, therefore. What the review petitioners are seeking is a complete reversal of what this court has done lawfully. Sir, एक यहाँ पे शेर आता है, if I may not, sir. खलीजे इक़्तिदार सरकशों से पाट दी गई, जो हाथ आई फिर से सर खलीजे इक़्तिदार सरकशों से पाट दी गई, जो हाथ आई दौलते गनीम बांट दी गई, मसाहिबीन शाह मुतमईन हैं. This is इफ्तिखार आरिफ, आखिरी आदमी का रिज्स. But I was reading this a few days ago and I just realized how close it is to what has happened here. खलीजे इक़्तिदार सरकशों से पाट दी गई, उठाओ जो हाथ आई दौलते गनीम बांट दी गई.
You are before the constitutional court.
Sir, I am. I move on, sir. I move on. I move to para 51, my lord. I move to
similar position was in 2018.
Laws or sorry.
Sir, law ही मैं जनाब के सामने अर्ज कर रहा हूँ. Para 51 then, sir. Very quickly. यही उसमें उन्होंने कहा कि इसमें कोई injustice नहीं है in telling people who were appointed under the PCO or who took oath under the PCO that they may not carry on as judges. Then para 54, kindly see, they say that our judgment is a judgment in rem, bada important मामला है. And when a judgment is passed in rem, then it will impact people who were not directly before